Well, today we decided to pull in this old project that we've had going on for a while. Haven't really been working on it recently. About 2 years ago we got it running. And yeah, just a quick overview. It's a 1977 pickup with a 454 on propane, all built, got a special cam and whatnot in it. And then it's got a 91 one-ton cab, and then some different bed from a GMT 400. And then it's got a 6-inch Skyjacker lift on some 37 military tires. So we know one of the issues is this master cylinder. As you can see under there, it was leaking, so it rusted the vacuum booster. So we're gonna need to go ahead and get one of those. But today we're gonna pull off all the tires, or start pulling off the rear ones at least, see how far we get, just to inspect those to see if we need to buy any other brake parts to get that system functioning again. So we're going to go ahead and start on this passenger side and get the wheel off. I think I said that. Wow! It's got that flammable brake product. Whole thing. So coming in here, we got the tire off, and now let's pull off the brake drum. Oh. It's rusty.
Okay. Yeah, that just came through the rest of it. Okay, just clean it up.
Did it just come off now?
Just no.
What do we have to do?
You need a special socket.
Yeah. Oh, you have one of those. Thing, isn't it? So we got this fancy little socket here that just plugs into the nut there, and it should just come off. Perfect. So now it should come off, or we gotta take the washer?
Take the stuff out first. I mean, it will.
Do we get some
But I
pliers?
think there's another one.
Yeah, I'll go grab some. Yeah, there's another nut. So we finally got that drum off, and we came in here, looked, and went inside the boots here on the cylinder, and it's all looking good. Also came and inspected the pads, and there's no major cracking or anything, so we're thinking this side is good. There's nothing in there.
Nothing in there.
So, got it all wrapped up for the night. Put the rear tires back on, so the brakes are good in the rear. We're thinking tomorrow we'll probably move on to the front here, and we'll see what's up with it. All right, so it's the next day, and we went ahead and buttoned the back end all up last night. So we're gonna go ahead, took all these lug nuts off, and we're gonna go ahead and inspect the front brakes. So coming in here, just did a quick glance, and thinking these are gonna have to be replaced. They're pretty rusted, and we got some grass in there we'll have to clean out. All right, so we went ahead and pulled the caliper off this brake, inspected the brake pads, and they look pretty decent. And then there was some surface rust on this, and there's still a little bit of pitting, but we went ahead, took the drill and this abrasion pad, went ahead and hit this side as well as the back side back there, just sort of clean up the rust. Might have to eventually replace these, but just to, you know, get a run around the acreage. And we're also going to go ahead and make sure this bleeder screw undoes before I slap everything together. Went ahead and did this on the back too to make sure we didn't have to replace the wheel cylinders. So, little update here, we had it all back assembled and together. And then I went to do the bleeder screw and it broke off. So, gonna go ahead, you have to redo the whole system anyways, and like the master cylinder. So we're gonna go ahead and just take off this line right now, and then that way we can do this on the bench, maybe grab out the welder, but we'll first try and easy out and maybe do some heat and WD-40. We finally got that out. We ended up just using this extractor set that has these big, these like grippies in there that bit onto the nut because our welding isn't perfect. And then it finally came out after 7 tries. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take this off because we got everything down on the front brakes back together and everything. So we're just using this wrench to take these off. I'll be able to do it by hand now. And then we'll take this master cylinder out and install the new one that we bought. Oh, and we're leaking. Alright, so we ended up finally getting that bleeder screw out there. I'll throw a picture up on the screen right now. But now we're going to go ahead, reattach the brake line. So I'm going to go ahead, clean all the banjo bolt out, and then as well as this little crush washer so that we can have a nice seal on there. And then if we come over to old calipers laying around, and so right here, I just went ahead and grabbed the bleed screw out of this one. Came out real easily, so we'll, yeah, we're gonna use that one for now, and let's get on to the next side. All right, well, that's gonna be the end of this video. We got a new master cylinder on, and everything plumbed in properly, but the brakes still don't work. So they do stop the truck, but you can't slam on them, and I wouldn't feel comfortable driving it down the road. We're slightly confused with why this is because we seem to be getting enough per pump, like the front calipers. We're getting more than a tablespoon per pump, so we don't think it's a blocked line. Possibly could be the proportioning valve, but what we're thinking is possibly this booster. Because propane is a really lumpy cam, it only pulls like 5 to 6 pounds of vacuum. So we're thinking we might need to try and install like a external vacuum pump. Let us know if you have any advice on how to do that, or swap over to a hydro boost, which we'd like to do, but we're not sure if we want to do all the labor for that. Anyways, that'll be the end of this video for this truck. So it's sitting outside again, got the International going right now, just kind of swapping back and forth when we kind of feel like it, but hopefully that truck gets done pretty soon, and both of these are going for next summer. So be sure to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, you know the deal, and check out some of the other videos we got on cool old trucks like this.